Welcome to the First Unitarian Church of Orlando. I'm Dave Schein, serving on the worship team here at 1U. We have with me in today's service our worship leader and music director, Aubrey Connelly-Candelario, accompanist Daniela Manzang Villegas, chalice choir, and drummer Jacob Height, board member Beth Turo, and chalice lighter Kiki. And let's not forget our teams of wonderful people in the background working diligently to ensure we come together today. So thank you. This is the part where I go off script. Today is International Strange Music Day. And we're celebrating by welcoming all the dissonant chords and unexpected rhythms in our community. This isn't about what's familiar, it's about what's new. It's what's different, and what might just change the way we listen to the world. Our faith, like the strangest music, draws us into a community of justice seekers committed to lifelong spiritual growth and compassionate service. We're a symphony of unique instruments, a chorus of voices from every corner of the globe, blending together to create something beautiful and unexpected. Whether today is your first time hearing our song, or you've been with us for 1,000 Sundays, your unique sound is a welcome addition. Whoever you are, whoever you love, your melody belongs here. We celebrate the weirdness, the beautiful noise, and the strange harmony you bring. So listen without prejudice, explore new genres of kindness, and create a little strange music of your own. Your whole self is welcome here, all of its beautiful, bizarre, and strange notes. We welcome you. For more information about our congregation and announcements, go to orlandouu.org or email orlandouu.org, info@orlandouu.org. We have a few special announcements today. So you may have noticed that Reverend Margalie has been away for the last several weeks. She has been on a combination of vacation and study leave. She will be back in the pulpit next Sunday, August 31st, which takes us to, guess what, friends? Our annual soapbox service is next week. So come one, come all, get on your soapbox and let us know what's on your mind. Is it immigrants or trans rights, meeting this moment, the chicken or the egg? Come and be heard from the pulpit for 2 minutes. 2 minutes or you'll get gonged. But wait, there's more. This will be followed by our question box service just a week later on September 7th. Be prepared to ask the hard questions about what we're doing as a faith community to meet the moment. Come and be in conversation with Reverend Margalie and others. And coming right up the week after that, the 1U worship team is excited to explore our collective hive mind following our annual water communion service on September 14th. We'll have a potluck service followed by a 90-minute session in which your ideas for worship, from hymns to reflections, will be gathered for the church year. Mark your calendars now. Today is the last day to order your gold 1U t-shirts. You can do so online today or after the service in Gore Hall. And here's Jeannie Carter with an announcement to share about the upcoming New Image Youth Center campaign.
I'm Jeannie Carter on behalf of the Friends of New Image Youth Center. New Image Youth Center is an organization that provides after-school and summer programs for children and youth in downtown Orlando. Throughout September, we'll be collecting individually wrapped, non-perishable snacks for the students. You can leave them at the welcome table on Sundays, in the box in the volunteer space, or send them directly to the center. Thank you for your support.
All other announcements are posted on slides before and after the service and can be found with links in the weekly update or on our website. If you would like to follow along with today's service, please use the QR code shown in the monitor to view the order of service. Thanks again for being here in person and online. Our chalice lighter today is Kiki. Kiki is 10 years old, started 5th grade in homeschool. No school and lots of video games was her favorite part of the summer. Yeah, please say these words with me as we light the chalice. In the light of truth and in the warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. Please rise in body or spirit and join me in singing our opening hymn, number 1000, Morning Has Come.
Good morning. And I want to take a moment to thank Danny at the piano. That is a bear of a hymn. Shouldn't even be in a hymnal, but I love it. Thank you. Yeah, we don't do that one when Danny's not here. So I have been giving sermons at the pulpit a few years now, and I have two topics. One is usually LGBTQ. I do something in June on that theme. And that could have been very appropriate today. I might have been talking about governors and crosswalks. However, I'll let you do that in coffee time and just have your own conversations. I'm sure you have a lot to say about that. I know I would. But today's topic is actually music. And I also wanted to tell you something that you may not know it. I am a high school music teacher. I also teach a high school English course. I teach public speaking. And I make my students do their projects extemporaneously. They're not allowed to have written words that they read from. They have to use 3x5 cards and speak from a few notes. I am challenging myself to do that today, right? do as I say, not as I do, I'd better do it. So we'll see how this goes. If it goes great, I'm going to show the students the film. If it doesn't go so great, they'll never know it happened. The topic today is music is not a spectator sport. Music strengthens community. There have been a lot of scientific studies. Oliver Sacks, the great late Oliver Sacks, really studied music and how it affects us, how our brains work. We know that people who sing together and play together, their brains start to work alike, that they actually share thought patterns. Music builds community in more ways than we ever knew. Music can make us healthier. It absolutely lowers blood pressure. There are great benefits. And again, if you've never heard of Oliver Sacks, research, do a little reading on him. Great reads, and he also has a series of YouTube videos you can watch. He is amazing. Thank you. Music makes individuals feel happier. And often music is a spectator sport. We go to concerts, we turn on our radio, and we're embarrassed to sing or to make music in front of each other. Oh, I play piano, but not good enough for anyone to hear. But the truth is that music is best when we make it. So we're going to be making a lot of music today. However, first, I want to recognize something where we are music spectators, and that is our Salon, Milk District Salon concert series. And if you are on the music committee and help put that together, would you come up front, please, and be recognized? So I know a couple are here today. Yes, there we go. So often, I am the face of music at 1U, and you might think that I'm putting these together. I absolutely do not. These folks, plus several more, I want to let you know that we have Steve Hanna as our chair, Rose, Wesley Brandon, Cammie Horn, and Nikki Drum as our graphic designer. In the back, we always have Fluffy and Charlie and Mike who help us put these shows together. We couldn't do it without them. Please come support all the work that they do, the great season they've put together for you this year, and buy season tickets, all of that good stuff. I'll get them off the hook, but can we give them a round of applause for all that work? Thank you. Now, since we have greeted the music committee, let us greet each other. It is time for Words for All Ages, but we're not going to pull the young folks forward today. To do what we're going to do, we sort of need to be in sections just like we are. So we're going to do something called an I Sing, You Sing. We're going to do this on Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Raise your hand if you know Row, Row, Row Your Boat. But just in case you don't, it's always sure to make sure that everyone knows. So I'll sing, you sing. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. Gently down the stream. Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. There we go. Let's do it one time together. Ready? And row, row, row your boat. Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Great. Now we know that. And we probably, a lot of us know that the canon is coming up, the round where we can divide this into parts. We're going to try that round, which means we're going to do section 1, followed by section 2, followed by section 3. Each section will sing it 3 times through. When you get to your 3rd time, just keep repeating the last line. Life is but a dream, until we're all singing that last line together. Are we ready? Section 1, begin. Ready? Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. Life is but a dream. Row, 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 row. Life is but a dream. One more time. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Great, that's fantastic. Very good. Now we're going to do it again, and I'm not going to tell you when to end this song this time, and we're going to sing it just like we did, except as the Spirit moves you, as the universe informs your brain, you're going to take any little portion of that song that you want to and repeat it, like, row, row, row your boat gently down, gently down, gently down, gently down, gently down the stream, merrily, 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 life is but a dream, 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 dream. And I want you to really, truly do it whenever you feel like doing it. And I want you to go on as long as you feel like going on. I will stop us if we go past 20 minutes. But the idea is that I want you all to feel the music together, and yet you're still an individual. How does that work? How do we make individual music and be a community with it? So that we can keep time together, Jacob is going to beat out the drum over there, but once I get it started, it should become a life of its own. If one of you just keeps singing and the rest of us just sit and listen, what a pleasure that would be. Here we go. Jacob, if you'll start. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Your boat, merrily, 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 So see, as a community, we all sang together. We sang the same song. We sang it differently, and we had to leave room for our differences. And sometimes we just had to stop and appreciate somebody else's moment to shine and appreciate their different approach to the same thing. So, music is amazing because that's what we can do with music. Let's sing our young people out to their free time activities by lifting up our arms in a loving arch. Children, if you want to come forward to be able to get through the arch, and let's sing This Little Light of Mine.
Good morning. I'm Beth Tura, a member of the Board of Trustees. We invite you now into the practice of generosity. It is one of our spiritual values that sustains the life and ministries of the church community. Let us be grateful for the opportunity to give, for it is a privilege to be able to do so. And let us be thankful for our needs, for they allow us to practice receiving. Today's full collection will go to the ministries of this congregation. Our Share the Plate recipient for the months of July and August is Planned Parenthood. If you give to our partner, please let our church administrator know. The offering will now be collected. Note that you can also give online. Let us joyfully receive what is offered here today in the spirit of gratitude and fellowship.
This is the time we set aside for deep sharing of our hearts and for prayer and meditation. If you have a sorrow that you need witnessed or help with, or have a joy that you wish to share, please contribute to our collective sharing of joys and sorrows to be read each Sunday during worship. You can send an email to joysandsorrows@orlandouu.org during the week. If you are attending in person, you can also fill out a card at the registration table and hand it to an usher before the start of service. After the meditation, we will call you forward to participate in our candle lighting ritual. Bring your joys and your sorrows as we come together. Come as yourself. Your whole self is welcome in this sacred space that we are creating together. The flowers this morning, amen, our beautiful arrangement offered by Catherine Vaccaro, celebrating our new 1U Roots and Wings group, which is led by Melissa Baker. Celebrating 62 years of love. Today, George and Kay Hooper joyfully celebrate their 62nd wedding anniversary. Married back in 1963, they have shared a lifetime of love, laughter, and cherished memories together. Their journey has been an inspiration to family and friends, showing what true devotion and partnership looks like. After today's service, please join them for cake in Gore Hall to congratulate George and Kay on this brilliant milestone, beautiful milestone, and to wish them many more years of happiness. Yay, cake. Joy from the joiners. Tep is starting his PhD program in strategic communication at UCF. Nozomi is in her senior year of high school and is a captain of her weightlifting team this year. We are all adjusting to the new school year and welcome any advice, support, or words of affirmation. Melissa shares her delight in Wednesday night's inaugural gathering of Roots and Wings. 20 beautiful beings joined her in a sacred circle of sharing and caring. She looks forward to the Tuesday morning gathering this week. Send her a note, please, if you plan to attend. The fellowship team celebrates a glorious turnout of 47 people for game night last night. That's great. From Patty Reynolds, my husband Mike is home from the hospital after a 3-day stay after receiving a pacemaker. Thank you for all of the support. Hugs to you all. We are sad to let you know that longtime member of 1U, David Harvey, passed away Friday night while in hospice at the Mayflower. Service details will be shared as soon as they are finalized. And from our larger community, we heard this week for the harms done by powers that be in destroying symbols of love and compassion and faith. We hold our community tight. We hold our communities and our country with care, and the world with our compassion by acting for justice in all of the small and large ways that will move the arc of the universe towards justice. Let's push really hard. And please let us remember that the arc is long. And for all the joys and sorrows of this community shared today and for those held close to our hearts, let's pray, let's celebrate, and send each other healing energy. Our meditation today is actually going to be a sung meditation that we will begin. Once that gets going, I will give you a gesture, and then we will start our candle lighting portion of the ceremony. So you'll be singing and lighting today. After the song is going, everyone continue to sing, and you are invited to come forward and light a candle of remembrance, loving kindness, and hope. We will light the first candle for those watching online, and the last one will be lit for all of the joys and sorrows held silently in this space. Danny, if I could have a C. I sing with me. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep that going. As this continues, we'll add other lines of music to it. Join as you want to, as you feel moved. And at this time, if you want to light a candle of remembrance or joy, please come forward. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe So this summer, I got to go up to Atlanta and be part of the AUUMM Music Conference, which is a conference held different cities, different UU churches across the nation every year. This year was Atlanta, the closest it's been in a while, so my husband Charles and I drove up and had a great time there. It was amazing for me. It was my first time to get to go and really meet all these other UU music directors. And what a diverse group of music directors we have in these churches. There were people who had PhDs, and they were college professors who have been doing this for years and years and years in their church. There were people who are accountants and seamstresses and car mechanics who are just also love music and great musicians, and they go into their church and lead music on a Sunday. But the nice thing was to see that the health of music in UU churches is really strong. Everyone I got to talk to had exciting things to say about the church and what was going on in the music. And I shouldn't just say church, there were congregations and fellowships because we are UU and there's room for everything and everybody. One of the interesting things that came out of this, if you haven't heard yet, is that there is a new hymnal coming. And in fact, the new hymnal is out. It is an online hymnal, and it's called Sing Out Love. There are some pros. The nice thing about it is because it's online, everything is already copyright approved. So that when we send music out into the universe on our own streaming system here, we're done. That's all we need to do. The streaming service or their virtual hymnal includes words from the composer, history of the hymn, alternate lyrics approved by the composers, and it includes slides. So I or Fluffy or whoever no longer has to rush and make slides every week for each service. The slides are there. We just take them and do them. Right. And they're Google friendly, Fluffy. That makes a real big difference. It's also a living document in that they are adding new hymns all the time. UU members can also upload original songs. If you've written a song that you would like to include in that virtual hymnal, there's a way to go on there and submit it. It's reviewed by some UU musicians, and if approved, it becomes a part of the hymnal. So your music will go throughout the world as part of the new virtual UU hymnal. I'm excited about it. There are a couple drawbacks, and we've got to be really honest about those. There is a fee, and the fee structure is a little different. Sometimes there's a fee that you pay every 3 months. Sometimes there's a yearly fee. There is a fee for the church. They're all quite reasonable, but that does bring up the question, well, if we already own a hymnal, why are we now paying for a digital hymnal? And we already have Fluffy and Aubrey who make slides. Why do we? So those are some questions we're going to have to ask ourselves and go forward, and just to see what happens. Another possible hurdle is I think they actually launched it a little too soon. The hymnal is not complete. It includes music from the gray hymnal, the teal hymnal, and the Spanish hymnal. But if you take all of those together, only about a third of that music is actually in the new virtual hymnal. A lot of the hymns that we sing, not weekly, but monthly or on the regular, aren't in the new virtual hymnal. We can still do them, but we'd need the gray hymnal to go ahead and do that. So we couldn't say, get the virtual hymnal and then put the gray ones in mothballs. We would need both. That might change over time. A lot of that has to do with copyright and making sure that we're legal, which is another thing that the virtual takes care of. We no longer have to stress about that. But there's some things like that still need to be worked out. Also, right now you can buy your own gray hymnal and take it home. But if you don't have access to internet, if you don't have a digital device, if you're one of those kind of people where we're talking in UU world all the time about maybe we should be a little more unplugged, well, now we come along with the new hymnal. It's like you can only get it if you're plugged in. So some questions to be answered, and we'll work that out. Once we know more, we'll tell you more. One of the really interesting things I saw there was music in other churches, as it's growing, is becoming less and less the style that many of us are used to. It's a little less traditional, prelude, 3 hymns, an offertory, postlude. It is more integrated into the service. The musicians actually often sit up on the pulpit with the minister. A lot of the ministers are very musical. They sing or they play, and it's sort of a back and forth between the minister and the musicians. It's certainly more a back and forth between the musicians and the congregation. There isn't a "and now we shall sing" moment. It just kind of flows. A lot of storytelling is happening with the music, that as the sermon is going on, it becomes almost a musical as the music interweaves into that. I got some great ideas, and I got some people to talk with more about that. Honestly, Reverend Marnie, good grief. I've been here a while. Reverend Margalie has been on vacation and out, and I haven't had a chance to talk with her about all of this. But we'll see what can be integrated. But I was really excited to see that. I thought that that was a great direction for music in our churches to go. Also, we are not alone in that every church director I spoke with is struggling in their home church to keep the traditional music groups going. The traditional folk ensembles, the traditional drumming circles, the traditional choirs. Those seem to be shrinking. And to just be very honest, the members of the music groups are aging. And as younger people are coming in, they're not filling those spaces. They don't want to sing 4-part choir harmonies. When I had a luncheon with a bunch of directors from the South, and I said, well, I'm 58 years old, and I'm, somewhere between me and death as the rest of my choir. And they all, and they said, you have members who are 58 years old? Wow, that's so young. So, and we see that. We see that in our church. We see that in other churches. So that just really means that music is going to change. It's going to be driven. I still love 4-part harmony. I know a good 20 people who love 4-part harmony. That's why they're here. That will stay alive, but there's going to be additional that comes along. The other thing is that all the churches said that people love to come in on a Sunday and they say, what a great music program you have here. And then the director will say, great, would you like to come join with us? And we're like, oh, no. I can't sing, I don't play, you don't want me to sing in your group. And all the directors, what do you think they said? We'll take you. Please come sing in our group. Please come play for us. We want to grow. We need all kinds. We already had some experiences this morning where you got to see we can all be a little different and still make great music together. That's really important. So as you're thinking about us in this music program, think about how you can be not just a spectator, but a participant. Now, we're going to have you participate immediately. I'm going to give the microphone to each of you and ask for solo. No, I won't do that. There was a wonderful speaker, keynote speaker, the first morning I was there, who, and I so apologize, I forgot her name and didn't write it in my notes, but she was the director of the local Jewish temple there, not too far away from the UU Church of Atlanta, and it is an LGBTQ Jewish temple, and she is the rabbi there, also a great musician. And she came in and taught us something called Psalm, S-U-H-M. Psalm. You've got to get the H in there. And that means silence, unison, harmony, melody. So silence we just experienced. Now, if you're John Cage, if you know who he is, there's really never silence. We hear the air conditioner going, we feel our own heartbeats. There's always music in the air, but generally speaking, we'd have silence. Then unison would mean we all sing the same note. And as a director, I might start that note, something like this. Ooh. See, some of you are ready. So as I'm leading that unison, you might come in and just sing that unison. We're all together. Then harmony means you're going to take that unison we just were in. When you feel the universe strike you, you're going to go to a different note. It may create what we call a consonant harmony, tertian harmony, where we're building chords and it's beautiful. It may be a dissonance where those notes rub together, but that's okay. And then you can move your harmony. You can go up and down and do what you want to, just kind of singing sustained notes, changing that harmony, listening to it as it happens in the room. I can tell you that in Atlanta, I was sitting in a room of 250 amazing musicians, and when we got going, overtones started. And if you're not familiar with overtones, that's the physical reaction of music, where music we're not even singing gets built into the room. You just hear notes in the chords that we're not producing. It's beautiful. And then after that, melody. We start moving it around. Dee 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 la la la. Da 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 dee da da da. Da 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 da. Whatever that might be. But we're all just kind of doing it and listening and feeling it. Because music is a vibration. We feel it on our skin. We feel it in our hearts. Then after that goes for however long it goes. As a group mind, we're going to go back to harmony, where we all hold long notes and feel it together. And then after that, we're going to go back to a unison. It may not be the unison we started with. That's okay. But we're all going to eventually come back and find the same note. And we'll wait until that same note's together. And then we're going to decide to stop singing and let there be silence again. My job is to conduct singers. I'm going to try really hard not to do my job. I want you to lead this, other than I'll start the note. When the first brave person feels like starting a harmony, we'll move in. When another person feels like starting some melody, we'll go to that. But let's just see where this happens. This could take 60 seconds. Let's hope it doesn't take 60 minutes. But we're just going to let it run. So I'll give us a unison. Ooh. Happy Strange Music Day. Dave, you nailed it with that one. So when we did that together as a group of 250 musicians, afterwards they said, what did that sound like? And lots of people gave different feelings, especially when we heard the overtones. But someone said it was like the primordial ooze. And that really stuck with me, just kind of that morning, like life coming up out of nothing. And I love that sound. But again, another demonstration of how, as a community, we come together and do individual things through music that still all kind of work together and make something brand new and make art. Thank you for trusting me and doing that with me. And now, please rise in body or spirit and join in singing our closing hymn, 346, Come Sing a Song With Me. Friends, remember, we haven't just been to church, we are the church. Worship has ended, but now service truly begins, and your service this week, your call to action, make your own music this week, experience the joy it brings in the community it builds. If you're not sure how to do that on your own, may I recommend 2 music groups at this church that meet on Tuesday nights. The Chalice Choir, which meets at 6 p.m. right here every Tuesday. They were so excited to do that. And our folk ensemble, which meets in the music room at 7:30 every Tuesday. Or why not both? All right. We'll extinguish our flame. Please say these words with me as we extinguish the flame. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.